Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night staring at the ceiling wondering if your savings will last as long as you do? Or maybe you've thought about asking your family for financial help, but the idea fills you with a sense of shame or guilt. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. These are some of the most common concerns for people in their golden years, and they're not easy to talk about. But here's the thing, you don't have to face these worries alone. In this video, we're going to tackle these tough questions head-on, with practical advice and a lot of heart. One of the most important things you can do is take a close look at your current financial situation. This might feel daunting, but it's a crucial first step. Start by listing out all your sources of income: pensions, Social Security, retirement accounts, and any other savings. Then, make a list of your monthly expenses. Be honest with yourself about where your money is going. Are there areas where you can cut back? Maybe it's dining out less often or finding ways to save on utilities. Small changes can add up over time and help stretch your savings further. Start by being honest with yourself about what you need. Are you looking for a one-time loan, ongoing support, or just advice on managing your finances? Once you're clear on what you're asking for, think about how to frame the conversation. Instead of saying, "I'm out of money and I need help," try something like, "I'm trying to plan for the future and I'd really value your input." This opens the door for a collaborative discussion rather than putting pressure on anyone. Remember, it's okay to lean on your loved ones. You've spent a lifetime supporting them, and now it's their turn to support you. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help, it's a sign of strength and trust. Now that we've covered these first steps, let's dive a little deeper into how you can create a financial plan that gives you peace of mind. Now that we've talked about taking stock of your finances and starting the conversation with your family, let's dive into how you can create a financial plan that works for you. This isn't about becoming a financial expert overnight. It's about taking small, manageable steps to give yourself peace of mind. One of the most effective ways to ensure your savings last is to create a budget that reflects your current needs and future goals. Start by categorizing your expenses into essentials and non-essentials. Essentials include things like housing, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. Non-essentials might be things like entertainment, travel, or hobbies. Once you have a clear picture of where your money is going, you can start making adjustments. For example, let's say you notice you're spending a significant amount on dining out. Could you cut back to once a week and cook more meals at home? Or maybe you're paying for subscriptions you no longer use, streaming services, magazines, or gym memberships. Canceling those can free up extra cash each month. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making choices that align with your priorities. Another important aspect of financial planning is understanding your income streams. If you're relying solely on Social Security or a pension, it might be worth exploring other ways to supplement your income. For instance, many seniors find fulfillment and extra income through part-time work, freelancing, or even turning a hobby into a small business. The gig economy has opened up opportunities for people of all ages, and you might be surprised at how much you enjoy staying active and engaged while earning a little extra. If working isn't an option, consider whether downsizing your home could be a solution. Moving to a smaller house or apartment can reduce your housing costs and free up equity from your current home. It's a big decision, but for many, it's a practical way to stretch their savings further. Now let's circle back to the emotional side of financial concerns. Even with a solid plan in place, it's normal to feel anxious or uncertain about the future. One of the best ways to ease that anxiety is to build a support system. This could include a financial advisor, a trusted friend, or a family member who can help you navigate your options. If you're considering asking your family for financial help, it's important to approach the conversation with clarity and confidence. Start by choosing the right time and place, somewhere quiet and private where you can talk openly. Be honest about your situation, but also be clear about what you're asking for. For example, you might say, "I've been looking at my finances and I'm a little worried about making ends meet. I was wondering if we could talk about ways you might be able to help. It's also helpful to come prepared with specific ideas. Maybe you're asking for a loan to cover a one-time expense, or perhaps you're looking for ongoing support with bills. Whatever it is, having a clear plan shows that you've thought things through and are taking responsibility for your situation. And remember, this conversation is a two-way street. Be open to hearing their thoughts and concerns as well. They might have ideas you haven't considered, or they might need some time to think about how they can help. The goal is to work together as a team, not to place blame or create tension. As we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want to remind you that it's okay to feel vulnerable when talking about money. These are big emotional topics, and it's natural to feel a little overwhelmed. But by taking these steps, creating a budget, exploring additional income sources, and having honest conversations with your loved ones, you're taking control of your financial future. In the next part, we'll talk about how to protect yourself from financial scams, which are unfortunately all too common for seniors, and how to build a legacy that gives you peace of mind. As we continue this conversation about financial concerns, there's one topic we can't afford to overlook: protecting yourself from financial scams. Unfortunately, seniors are often targeted by scammers who prey on trust and vulnerability. It's a harsh reality. But the good news is, there are steps you can take to protect yourself and your hard-earned money. First, be cautious about sharing personal information, whether it's over the phone, online, or even in person. Scammers often pose as representatives from banks, government agencies, or even family members in distress. If someone calls or emails asking for your social security number, bank account details, or passwords, it's a red flag. Legitimate organizations will never ask for this information out of the blue. Another common scam involves too-good-to-be-true offers, like winning a lottery you never entered or being promised a huge return on a small investment. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always take your time to research and verify before committing to anything. And if you're unsure, don't hesitate to ask a trusted friend or family member for their opinion. It's also a good idea to set up safeguards on your accounts. Many banks offer fraud alerts and two-factor authentication, which adds an extra layer of security. Regularly monitoring your accounts for unusual activity can help you catch potential issues early. And if you ever feel pressured to make a quick decision, take a step back. Scammers often use urgency to cloud your judgment, but it's okay to say, "I need time to think about this." Now let's shift gears and talk about something more positive: building a legacy. When we think about our finances, it's not just about making ends meet. It's also about creating something meaningful that can benefit our loved ones and future generations. One way to do this is by creating or updating your will. It's not the most pleasant task, but it's one of the most important. A clear, up-to-date will ensures that your assets are distributed according to your wishes and can prevent unnecessary stress for your family down the road. If you're not sure where to start, consider consulting an estate planning attorney who can guide you through the process. Another way to build a legacy is by sharing your values and life lessons with your family. This doesn't have to be formal. It could be as simple as writing letters, recording videos, or having heartfelt conversations. These personal touches can mean more than any material possession and create a lasting impact on your loved ones. And finally, don't forget to take care of yourself. Financial planning isn't just about numbers. It's about creating a life that feels secure, meaningful, and fulfilling. Whether it's spending time with family, pursuing a hobby, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, make sure you're prioritizing your well-being. After all, you've worked hard to get here, and you deserve to enjoy this chapter of your life. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought: it's never too late to take control of your financial future. Whether you're worried about outliving your savings, struggling to ask for help, or just looking for ways to feel more secure, know that you're not alone. There are resources, strategies, and people who care about you and want to help. If this conversation resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What steps have you taken to feel more financially secure? Or maybe you have a question that we didn't cover. Let's keep the conversation going. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more tips and advice tailored to your golden years. Remember, this is your life, and you have the power to shape it in a way that brings you peace and joy. Here's to living your best life, one step at a time.